Good evening and welcome to another night of 3 Points and a Poem. We're celebrating the launch of our new book, For Her Name's Sake. For Her Name's Sake is a collection of poetry that honors the lives of Black and Brown women who have lost their lives due to circumstances involving racial and social justice. So tonight's 3 Points and a Poem comes from Deuteronomy, the 6th chapter, and we're just going to read verses 4-7. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord, and thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart and with all thy soul and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. So our 3 points come from those several verses of Deuteronomy 6:4-7. Point 1 being that we hear and pay attention to the word of the Lord, and when we pay attention to that word, that we'll be able to apply it. Point 2, love is an action, that there's something that follows our hearing, and that is doing through our love put into action. And then point 3, we have the responsibility of teaching consistently so that what we are teaching, the skills that are taught, the lessons that are taught, the commitment to the word that is being expressed will generalize and carry over. We just don't teach a concept one time and expect a student to get it, but we repeat it, we model it, we review it to make sure they have a grasp of the concept. And once they have a grasp of the concept, they're going to be able to generalize and carry over that concept into the next situation in which they will have to apply that. So those are our 3 points. Our poem for this evening actually is going to be a piece from Gwendolyn Brooks. Yes, the Gwendolyn Brooks. And this one is called What Shall I Give My Children? So in light of the scripture that we shared from Deuteronomy 6:4-7, it lines up perfectly with that last verse, which talks about how we teach our children. So this is entitled, What Shall I Give My Children? What shall I give my children who are poor, who are adjudged the least wise of the land, who are my sweetest lepers, who demand no velvet and no velvety velour, but who have begged me for a brisk contour, crying that they are quasi-contraband, because unfinished graven by a hand, less than angelic, admirable, or sure, my hand is stuffed with mode, design, device, but I lack access to my proper stone, and plenitude of plans shall not suffice, nor grief nor love shall be enough alone, to ratify my little halves who bear across an autumn freezing everywhere. So that's What Shall I Give My Children by the great Gwendolyn Brooks. So those were your 3 points and a poem for this evening. Hope you check me out at Leak Poetry on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And you can find the latest book on Amazon. So until the next time, be blessed.